Hello and welcome back to another video, and today we have my Blue Eyes Chaos Max OTK build for the April 2020 Master Rule 5 format. This deck is insanely explosive, and 100% of the deck in credit goes to Mateo for hooking me up with this deck. It's a very good list with a lot of spicy techs that I think you will enjoy. The whole point of the deck is to go second and then OTK your opponent with your big Chaos Max cards. And it's a very fun deck to play that I highly recommend trying out. So first off, we are running 3 Blue Eyes Chaos Max Dragon, which basically you summon with Chaos form, and your opponent cannot target it with card effects, and also cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects as well. And if it attacks a defense position monster, inflict double piercing damage. So this is a very key part in this version of the deck, because as you'll see later, we have a lot of ways to take advantage of this effect. Next up, we have 2 Blue Eyes Chaos Max Dragon. This is another, or not Chaos Max, 2 Blue Eyes Chaos Dragon. This card is also very good, but it's definitely not on the same level as Chaos Max, but you still should be running 2. We have 3 Vanilla Blue Eyes White Dragon. This legendary dragon is a powerful engine of destruction, virtually invincible. Very few have faced this awesome creature and lived to tell the tale. We have the best normal summon in the deck, 3 Manju of the 10,000 hands. Basically, when it's normal or flip summoned, you can add 1 ritual monster or a ritual spell from your deck to your hand. So depending on your hand, you'll be searching, like, you can search Chalice Slime, you can search Chaos, you can search Chaos Max, or you can search like Chaos Form or any of the ritual spells. It's just a very good card to be running in the deck. Next up, we have 3 Incantation Chalice Slime. For the first effect of it, basically, you can reveal it in your hand, discard a card, and if you do, special summon 1 Incantation monster from your deck. And during the end phase, you lose 25,000 life points if you don't special summon a ritual monster this turn after you resolve this effect. But why this effect is so good is that you can summon any of your incantations from deck, and then search for the missing ritual or ritual spell that you do not have in your hand already. If you couldn't already tell, this deck is very consistent, and it's very good. Up next, we have 2 Incantation Candle. And Candle, basically, you reveal a ritual spell in your hand and special summon both it and 1 incantation monster from your deck, any incantation. Then if it's special summoned from the and if itself is special summoned from the deck, you can add any ritual spell from your deck directly to your hand, which is very good. And next up, we have 2 Incantation Talismandra, which is basically the same thing as Candle, but instead of a ritual spell, it adds any ritual monster. Also very good. And all of these are extenders, so keep that in mind. They're very good extenders, and they're what give you like all the levels to summon your Chaos Dragons. And next up, we have 1 Incantation Pencil Plume. This card is less good, so you're not going to be running many of it because it special summons from the hand instead of the deck. And then if it is special summoned from the deck, then you can add a ritual monster. So that's still very good. So you're still running 1 for that effect. And also we have 1 Incantation Bookstone for the same reason as Pencil Plume, because you can reveal it, 1 ritual spell in your hand, and a special summon both it and another card from your hand, or incantation monster from your hand. Or, oh wait, no, sorry. And it special summons an incantation monster from the deck, my bad. And basically, you can target a ritual spell in your graveyard and add it to your hand. So that's less good, because if you already have a ritual spell in your graveyard, that means that you already ritual summoned and you have access to like Chaos Max or Chaos Dragon or something like that. On to the spells, we have 3 Pot of Extravagance or Pot of Indulgence. This card is an amazing card because you're not using your extra deck at all. So basically, at the start of your main phase 1, you can banish 3 or 6 random face-down cards and draw 1 card for every 3 cards that you banish. So it's basically like a Pot of Greed, and just a really good version, except that Pot of Greed is better, but it's banned. And then we have 3 The Melody Evoking Dragon. Basically, you discard a card and add up to 2 dragon monsters with 3,000 or more attack or more, and 2,500 or less defense from your deck to your hand. So you can also search your Chaos Max and your Chaos Dragon with this effect, along with your Blue Eyes White Dragons. So it's a very good 3 of it in the deck. And then we have 2 Bingo Machine Go, very pricey card, but basically, you can reveal 3 cards from your deck that each meets at least one of the criteria listed under in the dot effects. And your opponent randomly picks one for you to add to your hand, and you shuffle the others into the deck. And basically, it can either be a Blue Eyes monster or a spell or trap that specifically lists the card Blue Eyes White Dragon or Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, except Bingo Machine Go on it. So you can search basically your Chaos form or Blue Eyes or like, and Blue Eyes monsters too. So Chaos Max and Chaos. Very good card, but only 2 of you. Don't need more than that. Next up we have 2 Chaos Dragon because it is or Chaos form because it is very, very searchable. There is no need to run more than that. Um, Basically, you can activate it, and it can be used to summon any Chaos or Blackluster Soldier Ritual monster. And then you must also tribute monsters from your hand or field and or banish Blue Eyes or Dragon or Dark Magician from your graveyard, whose total levels equal exactly the level of a Chaos or Blackluster Soldier Ritual monster that you ritual summon and then ritual summon it. So it's a very good card. It's what you're using to bring out Chaos Max and Chaos. Very, very good. But once again, it's searchable, so it's only a 2 of. Next up, we have 3 Advanced Ritual Art. This card is insane. It's the best ritual spell, at least one of them. And basically, this card can use to be to ritual summon any 1 ritual monster. And you must also send normal monsters from your deck to the graveyard, whose total levels equal the level of the ritual monster. And basically, if you're forgetting what normal monster you have in your deck, that is the one and only Blue Eyes White Dragon. So that is very, very good. And then we have the 1 incantation. Oh, it's not loading. Incantation Inception, and basically that's just used to summon Chalice Slime in those scenarios where you want to summon it. It's only a 1 of. It's not the best. You're maybe searching it if like you already have all the other search spells in your hand already. Next up, we have 3 Pre-Preparation of Rites, an amazing card. Basically, it adds 1 level 7 or lower ritual monster from the deck to your hand, and then you can add a ritual spell from your graveyard to your hand. But it's you can, so you don't have to. And you can search Chalice Slime with this, and then activate the effect of special summon from the deck, any incantation, and pop off like that. So that is very, very good. And then we have, as one of the most spicy texts in Blue Eyes Chaos Max to ever see, play, we have 3 Shien Spies. So basically, you select 1 face-up monster on your side of the field and activate that card. And then until the end phase, you shift control of the selected monster to your opponent. And basically, since you're summoning all of your incantations in defense position from the deck, they all have 0 defense. So you're going to activate that and give them to your opponent. And then when you summon Chaos Max, it has 4,000 attacks. So when you attack over the 0 defense, it's insta game because it's double damage. So exactly 8,000 points of damage. So that is a very, very good card that I highly recommend running. And then also, we have some alternative options for the main deck, including 3 Book of Eclipse, because it changes it all to face down defense position, so you can attack and do double damage. It doesn't matter how many cards they draw in the end phase because they won't have an end phase because you're going to OTK. 3 Swords of Concealing Light. Also, you can run for basically when the card resolves, you can change all monsters your opponent controls to face down defense position, and they cannot change your battle position. So that is also very, very good. And finally, you can also run 3 Creature Swap. So each player chooses 1 monster they control and switches control of those monsters with each other. So you would get your opponent's like big monster, and they would get your tiny Talisman or Pencil Plume or something, and then you attack over that for 8,000 points of damage exactly. And that is it for the main deck. Onto the extra deck. You're not going to be using any of these, so you can also run any of the either of the Chimera Tech Fortress Dragon or Chimera Tech Mega Fleet Dragon for free contact fusion against the Cyber Dragon matchup. You can run that in the side, but it's not the best, so you might as well just put some straight into the extra deck and cut some of these down to 2. First off, we have 3 Cross Sheep. You're not going to be running 3. You can run a Chimera Tech Mega Fleet instead of 1 or 2. And basically, it does come up, though, when you ritual summon to replenish your hand, because you can draw 2 and then discard 2, though you won't be breaking at all because this deck is very, very consistent, so it doesn't really matter. We have 3 Nightmare Phoenix. Once again, you won't be needing 3. You'll probably be wanting to run Chimera Tech Mega Fleet or Chimera Tech Fortress as instead of 1 or 2 copies, but it's for back row hate mainly because you don't want to play against those decks that will cheese the win away from you with that Storming Mirror Force. And then we have 3 Nightmare Unicorn, basically for the same reason, except for monsters. 3 Nightmare Cerberus, once again for monsters, but this time it's pop instead of shuffle. And finally, 3 Apollosa, Bow of the Goddess, for when you are going first. You don't need 3, obviously. There's a lot of alternative budget options. But that is it for the deck profile. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Shout outs to Mateo once again for hooking me up with this deck profile. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Maybe you can write what you would do about this deck to make it even better. And thanks so much for watching. Okay, peace.